Now, enantiomers. We'll come to the optical isomerism, that is enantiomers and diastereomers. Now, what are enantiomers and what are diastereomers? We'll see it. What I said you? Enantiomerism. Enantiomerism, which is known as also enantiomers. I will come to it. And another one is your diastereomerism. Diastereomerism. Now, these two are coming under optical isomerism. Now, what are enantiomers? Enantiomers are those compounds which have got a mirror image relationship. They are known as enantiomers. And what are diastereomers? They do not have a mirror image relationship. Now, before going to enantiomers and diastereomers, little bit what you can say more I will say you, so that you will be understanding it. Understood what I said? Enantiomers means enantiomers are the compounds which have got a mirror image relationship. I will come to it. What is mirror image relationship? And diastereomers means they do not have a mirror image relationship. They are known as diastereomers. Alright, now before that I will just tell you a little bit more. Now you have seen it, that is in the regular classes I have said you, that if the plane of polarized light, got it, if the plane of polarized light gets rotated either towards the right or towards the left, it is known as what? Optically active compounds. That is, if it rotates towards the right, it is known as dextro. If it rotates towards the left, it is known as levo compounds. Now that is by the help of experiment you have seen it. Now theoretically, how will you come to know what is dextro and what is levo? For that particular purpose, you have to understand that there has to be a chiral center. Chiral, what I said the word? C-H-I-R-A-L, chiral center. Now, don't spell it as chiral, it is chiral. Now what is chiral? What is chiral carbon atom? Listen carefully. If the carbon atom is attached to 4 different atoms or groups, it is said to be chiral, and over the carbon atom we put an asterisk mark, star mark, then it is called as chiral. If an atom is attached to 4 different atoms or groups, 4, it has to be 4, not 3, not 2, it has to be 4 different. For example, you see here it is CH3 and it is H, it is OH and it is COH. So this is your chiral carbon atom. Chiral. Now what do you mean by that? Chiral means the mirror image is not superimposable. Mirror image means that is the image which you are getting it on the screen, that is not superimposable. Means what? Suppose I am taking the letter P, I am putting it in front of the mirror. This is a mirror, let us say. It will appear to you what? In this way. Are they superimposable? Means can we put this one in over this and say it is overlapping completely? That is called superimposable. One, the image which you are getting it from the mirror, and if it overlaps completely, that is known as superimposable. So here, is it overlapping completely? No, it is not overlapping completely. So it is not here superimposable. But if you take the letter O and you put it in front of the mirror, you will get only. So here it is superimposable. The object is superimposable. Alright? So in case of chiral carbon atom, what I said you, the mirror image is not superimposable. It is not superimposable. Alright, then it is known as chiral. The opposite of chiral is achiral. Alright, opposite of chiral is achiral. A-C-H-I-R-A-L, chiral, opposite of chiral. Chiral is not superimposable. Achiral is superimposable. This is achiral. This is chiral. We can say that. Clear? Or we can say chiral means it is asymmetric. Listen carefully. It is asymmetric. Asymmetric means which is not symmetric. Got it? Which is not symmetric. This is asymmetric. This is chiral and it is asymmetric. This is achiral and it is symmetric. Symmetrical means it is similar. They are the object and the image, they are imposing upon one, superimposing upon one another. Got it? Means if you keep the image over the object, then you will see they completely overlap upon one another. For example, you are taking your left hand. You are putting in front of the mirror. What you will see? You will see your right hand. Suppose you are having this particular pocket on the left side. If you see in front of the mirror, you will be getting on the right side. Are they superimposable? No. Suppose you are taking a right hand glove. Got it? If you put in front of the mirror, it will appear to you as a left hand glove. Can you wear the right hand glove on the left hand? Can you wear the right hand glove on the left hand? No. So they are said to be not superimposable. They are not superimposable. If you are able to wear the right hand glove on the left hand, means it is superimposable. Try to understand. Superimposable means That is, what you find is that is the object and the image, they overlap completely, and if they do not overlap, that is known as not superimposable. Very simple it is. Got it? So hence, in case of what you can say, theoretically how you determine the given object is optically active, one of the conditions for the given object to be optically active is that the given compound should have a chiral carbon atom. Understood? Practically we have determined if it rotates the plane of polarized towards right, left, then it is optically active. If it does not, it is optically inactive. But theoretically, how will you determine it? Theoretically, we determine in this way. If it is having a chiral center, got it? If it is having a chiral carbon atom, got it? And the second condition is that the mirror image should not be superimposable. You will take the image of the particular object, and if the image and the object is not overlapping one upon one another, then it is said to be optically active in nature. Listen carefully. Alright, so chiral means asymmetric, we can say that, and achiral means it is symmetrical. Symmetrical means the one which overlap upon one another, which is superimposable. Okay, I think you got it now. Now next is, I will show you how this one which I did it, the formula, it is not superimposable. I wrote it in this way. You see CH3 and it is H and it is OH and it is here COH. Let me tell you, the name of the compound is lactic acid. This is lactic acid. Now I will take a mirror here. This is a mirror, let us say. Now I am concerned only with the right and left. Understood? Now don't say, sir, the C will appear this, 3 will appear this. No, not is it is. I am not concerned with that. I am concerned only with the right and left. Right, left. I am concerned with this. Here in this particular chapter. Don't say me, sir, C is going to appear in this way, 3 is going to appear in this way. I am not interested with that. That is in your physics, it is there. Got it? So I am not interested with the right bottom and one at the top. What do you find it out? When you put this object in front of the mirror, this OH will come this side and the H will come this side. Only right and left, mind it, I am talking to you that only. So right and left here. So the OH will come this side and H will come this side. So you can see here the mirror image. Are they superimposable? Suppose I take this object and I put it here. Alright, this image I will put it over this particular object. Are they going to overlap completely? No. How it is not overlapping? In this side H is there and this side OH is there. Here you see on the right side OH is there, here on the right side H is there. So hence they are not going to overlap. So hence they are said to be optically active. The mirror image is not superimposable. The carbon is chiral in nature. It is chiral carbon. Got it? Now how do we know which is dextro and levo? Very simple it is. What I said you, only right and left you consider. Here the molecular weight on the right side is more, on the left side is less. So it is called as dextro. And here the molecular weight on the left is more and the right is less. Right is less. You can see it is known as levo. It is just like a BIM balance. On the right side if you put more weight, it is going to shift on the right. It is going to come down on the right. So it is what? Dextro. And left side if you put more weight, then the left side is going to come down. That's known as what? It is going to rotate towards the left. It is called as levo. Here the right side more weight is there. Then molecular weight is more. So it is known as dextro. Just you have to compare for dextro and levo theoretically. Remember it. For theoretically to compare dextro and levo, you need to compare the molecular weight on either side. Here on the right side the molecular weight is more, so it is dextro. Here on the left side the molecular weight is more, so it is levo. That's it. You did not have to see this and this. Did not have to see nothing. Only on the left and right we are going to see it. Alright, so here we are getting a mirror image. So this is known as enantiomers. This is known as enantiomers. So we are having a mirror image. Of course, the mirror image is not superimposable, but there is a mirror image. It is not superimposable. That is called, what is that? Enantiomers. And if we don't have a mirror image at all, then what is known as diastereomers. Alright, okay, we'll see it in the next video. Thank you.